Hello everyone, welcome back to Skill Deck channel. My name is Richa. I'm back again with the next video. Today in this video, we are going to talk about Apprentices Act. I'm going to prepare 2-3 videos on this Apprentices Act because being a question by a lot of people here in YouTube that we want to know about Apprentices Act. Mainly people have a query that whether this act is applicable to a IT company or not. So these all doubts I'm going to clear in this video, and we'll be preparing 2-3 videos related to that so that we are able to cover the entire act in detail. So keep watching the channel. Do learn all the 3 videos. Watch all these 3 videos to understand this act properly. Now let's go and let's start learning. Do like, comment, share. Let's go. Okay, now let's start learning about Apprentice Act 1961. Apprentice Act was framed to provide the skilled workforce to the country. It aims to prepare the youth to meet the growing needs of the fast expanding industries. It ensures that we are having a climate of training and imparting those skills to the youth, those who really want to learn the practical needs in the industry. For them, the Apprentice Act was framed in 1961. We always are confused that what is intern, what's the apprentice, who these people are, what's the prime difference. So first let's understand that whether this act is covering interns also, and who are the interns and who are the apprentice. Apprentices are those people who are coming because they want to impart the practical skills in themselves. They want to learn what is happening practically in the industry. They are coming to you. It's not necessarily because they are coming because it's a part of their curriculum. Like when the candidate go for the engineering, in the engineering it's a part of their curriculum, and that's why they are coming to you for the practical training. That we call it as intern. But apprentice can come to you because it's a part of the curriculum or cannot be. Mainly, the apprentices are those people who want to pass the AITT, All India Trade Test. Interns are just coming because it's a part of their syllabus. They don't have any motto or a motive to clear AITT. The apprentices are always paid. Interns can be paid, cannot be paid. These are the prime differences between interns and apprentices. Apprentices are just we hire because that's a compliance that we need to hire. All the organization having 40 or more than 40 people, they need to minimum hire 2.5% of the workforce every year as a apprentices. But for interns, we don't have any such condition. Interns are always because they are doing MBA, and MBA there is a semester training they have to go. That's why they are coming. But apprentices are just that they have finished their syllabus, or they are just unemployed. Now they want to learn practically what is going in the industry. That will be called as apprentice. For those trainings, we hire apprentices, and interns are always a part of the curriculum. I hope you have understood the prime difference between interns and apprentices. For apprentices, this act is there, Apprenticeship Act. The Apprenticeship Act, as I said, is applicable to all those industries having 40 or more than 40 employees. What's the industry? It's all industries. It's not only a factories. I'll say that's the main confusion we all have, that it is only for the industries, factories. No, it's for everyone. Whosoever is having 40 or more than 40 workers or employees, they are under the Apprentices Act. In Apprentices Act, the term worker is used, but who is a worker in Apprentices Act? Whether I'm an IT company, do I need to hire, because most of the IT companies will have more than 40 people, then do I need to hire apprentices? Yes, you have to, because in Apprentices Act itself does not clarify the definition of worker, but for a reference we use, there are 2 acts in labor laws. One is a Factory Act and one is a Industrial Dispute Act. Factory Act section 2K of manufacturing process, where manufacturing process is clearly defined under section 2K, what that the people involved in manufacturing process is called as worker. So manufacturing process is clearly defined: making, altering, repairing, finishing, ornamenting, transmitting power. The people who are involved in such processes is called as worker. And in Industrial Dispute Act section 2s, that says that everyone is covered under the definition of worker, excluding the person on a supervisor capacity, managers, part-time or a daily wage people. So if I'll combine both the definition and we take that as a reference, and we follow that only as a reference for the Apprentices Act, so the definition will be: A worker is all the employees engaged in production or operations or any administrative capacity. Everyone, even employees, will also be called as worker, but we will not consider supervisors, managers, part time, or a daily wage people in the Apprentices Act worker definition. So that means if I have any employee in IT company, if my total strength of administrative employee, operational employee, or general employee, excluding managers, is 40 or more than 40, I am under the Apprentices Act. I hope now we are clear. That was our major confusion, that whether Apprentices Act is applicable to me. Yes, it is applicable, because here the worker definition will not be only limited to the factories. It is applicable to even the company's establishments, and the employee or a worker definition here means all the employees excluding managers, part-time, or a daily wage worker. What are the type of apprentices that is covered under the Apprentices Act? Apprentices Act is divided in mainly two things: designated trade and optional trade, which we are going to learn further in part 2 of this video. And to get into the designated or optional trade, the types of apprentices are divided. We call them as a trade apprentices. Trade apprentices are those people starting from the education, few trades or few designated trades, even from 8th, that is allowed. And some trades there are minimum experience of 5 years is required. In some trades national apprenticeship certificate is required. So if from 8th standard, if someone is having a 8th standard minimum age of 14, that person can be under the designated trade and will be called as trade apprentices. A person, an individual who have completed a degree in engineering or a technology to gain a practical experience will be called as a graduate trainee. A vocational apprentices will be called somebody who has completed a vocational course at 10 plus 2 level. There are some vocational courses like after 10th you do a 3 years diplomas, and then you come for a practical training in any industry. You will be called as technician apprentices or a vocational apprentices. Then we have a optional trade apprentices in 2019. After 2019, this is now very much in boom, because when then the IT companies were saying we don't have a requirement of a designated trade. Now the optional trade has been started. So as a company, you can prepare your own curriculum to train the apprentices, and you can consider that in optional trade, and you can give the certification from yourself. A designated trade certification, always the people pass, the apprentice is going to pass AITT, all India trade test. But optional trade is always by the employer, and the employer will certify and pass the apprentices himself herself. And the people who are opting for all those optional trade will be called as optional trade apprentices. And then we have a diploma apprentices who have completed a diploma in engineering or technology, and this training will be for mainly 1 year. And difference between vocational and diploma apprentices is vocational courses at 10 plus 2 level happen, and diploma is especially in engineering that happens. Vocational is not especially only for engineering, it can be diploma in anything. And diploma apprentices here means only diploma in engineering or technology, like diploma in electronics, diploma in computer science. Polytechnic colleges, they provide such, and that's a diploma apprentices. These are the different type of apprentices we have. And to get into this different type of apprentices, we the two trades are divided. One is a designated trade and another is a optional trade, and that we will be talking in the part 2 of our video of Apprentices Act. So part 1 was just made to make you introduce with the act, applicability, eligibility, and types of apprentice. I hope you got an idea that Apprentice Act is applicable to all the companies having 40 or more than 40. I practically have seen companies getting a notice from ADAT that why the apprentices have not been hired, even that was an IT company. So ensure that you are hiring apprentices. And if you have liked this video, hit like, share, comment. And if you are new to the channel, do subscribe the channel. Keep sharing the channel to the other HR fraternity. Visit our website www.theskilldec.com for our upcoming courses. I'll see you in part 2 of this video. By then, take care. Bye-bye.